HarperCollins presents Fireworks, Scottish Spice, Book 2, by Bonnie Woods, read by Helen McAlpine. Chapter 1. Ailey couldn't remember the last time she'd known this much peace. By noon on her first day of work at Thorn and Thistle Books, her usual persistent soundtrack of jangling kids' TV themes and sing-song requests beginning with, "Mom, can I?" had been replaced by a blanket of quiet. No, not quiet. Silence. She was certain that in about 2 minutes she would be racked by terrible mum guilt for enjoying space away from her children. For now, with no customers scanning the shelves, she let out a content sigh, slumping over the bookshop's yellow counter as she rolled the knots out of her shoulders. Or tried to. They were probably permanent now. Still, it might have been the first time she'd been able to breathe, really breathe, in well over 7 years. And in her favourite place, wrapped in the woodsy scent of bound pages, she wanted to gulp down every second. She had plenty of time to. If she thought about just how much time before she picked up her 19-month-old Saffron from nursery, her usual anxiety, the one that needed her tethered to something always for fear she might otherwise float away, would probably return with a vengeance. So she went back to her checklist instead. Restock the biography section. Check. Process today's online orders. Check. Stare eagerly at the box she was not yet allowed to open. Double check. Accidentally take advantage of her employee discount. Triple, quadruple check. Her colourful stack of new purchases, all of them romance, were far too tempting to work beside, so she tucked them away under the counter and then refocused. New window displays for autumn. Ailey chewed the end of her pen, and there, as predictable as a rom-com's third-act conflict, came the first jangle of nerves. Maggie hadn't left any specific instructions on how to decorate the displays, which left plenty of room to do it all wrong. She was very good at doing things wrong. The owner had been nothing but kind since renting out the upstairs flat to Ailey and her 3 children last month, offering a chance to finally start rebuilding their lives after staying with Mum for so long. While Maggie had never asked for anything more than a generously low rent and flexible working hours in return, her hands grew clammy. She needed to do a good job, a really good job, to prove how grateful she was for both the employment and their cosy new home. Unlike her older brother, Fraser, who had set up his own business in carpentry and woodwork, she'd never been all that artsy. Or really, all that anything. Motherhood had taken up the majority of her 20s, and now this new job was already proving to her how useless she was at literally anything else. For instance, she thought she'd broken the cash register this morning when a customer's purchase, 2 books, had come out at £53. She'd fixed the error eventually, after several minutes of getting sweaty and flustered, while the shopper grew impatient. And she wasn't great at customer service either. One prim old lady had tried to make conversation about the unseasonably warm weather, and Ailey had only been able to stutter out, Do you like it hot? I don't know if I'm built for heat," in response, worrying the customer would somehow know exactly what kind of heat she had been thinking about, with the romance stack still calling her. Finlay, her ex, had always said she wasn't cut out for a job like everyone else.
"Sorry, but you've got no common sense, love."
Maybe he'd been right. "No, stop it, Ailey." She shook her head to erase those criticisms, instead heading into the stockroom to retrieve the box of autumnal decorations Maggie had told her about this morning. Very hurriedly, as she'd been late for a meeting concerning one of the many other buildings and businesses she owned. She'd bought this one.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?